Okay, cartoon conspiracy time. Welcome back. I know this has been about 2 weeks since you guys have had your fix, but don't worry, I've had time to think really long and hard about what I wanted to cover. And this conspiracy theory revolves around the Disney animated classic, well, milestone Disney animated film in the last 6 years, The Princess and the Frog, and one of the previous works of the creator Bruce Willis's. No, not Bruce T. Willis, another guy who's in animation, The Proud Family, that air on the Disney Channel. And my theory is that The Proud Family is not really a direct relative, not directly related, but maybe on a far branch of Dr. Facilier, the film's villain. The reason I say this is because, yes, the creator has worked on both shows, and the character designs for Oscar and Dr. Facilier look very similar. In fact, in one flashback of the Proud Family, they show Oscar's father, who is evidently passed on, and he does look almost a dead ringer for Dr. Facilier, who would probably be his father. And I go into this a little bit more. Now, The Prince and the Frog take place in the 1920s, and that flashback probably take place in the 40s or early 50s, depending how old Oscar is. And to be honest, we have shown that Dr. Facilier probably doesn't have a wife or kids, so he might just be what's called a sneak baby. Thank you, book on Henry Lax, for teaching me this. One where evidently the person comes in, sleeps with a woman, gets her pregnant, and gets out of town before the baby is born. And nobody is none the wiser until 9 months later. Now, Dr. Facilier, of course, dies, but it could be said that he left a child or some sort of offspring prior to that, perhaps in his dealings and trying to move on up in the world. And this baby grew up to be Oscar's grandfather, who met Suga Mama, and they had Oscar. And we saw that his, friends on the other side took Dr. Facilier. But what if their continuance decided to punish not only him, but also his descendants? Oscar's life, as reported in the television show, at least growing up, he's known to not been the favorite of his mother and father. They favored his older brother, younger. I forgot which order. His brother Bobby, including sometimes forgetting to take him on trips and believing he's there when really they just went with Bobby. And later on in life, he's one of the two that tries to be successful. Somehow he's able to keep running his factory, making Proud snacks, which is food, but they taste terrible, and yet he's still not bankrupt. While Bobby is more or less an unemployed singer who his mother dotes on constantly. Not to mention that he is usually used as a bum monkey. He is usually put in a lot of pain, tortured, made fun of constantly, sometimes for the littlest of things. His wife, no matter what the show tries to tell you, doesn't really respect him that much at all. And he more or less has been said to have been passing on some of his cartoonish abilities over to Penny, saying that she's more like him every day, like she's able to survive a bunch of accidents like him, or she's being able to break the laws of physics all for the sake of cartoon gags. And I guess maybe it's to replace what Dr. Facilier was originally promised his friends on the other side, which is all the little souls that they can get their hands on and they can eat. So they're taking off his descendants one by one. The only thing is perhaps marrying into Trudy's family, or maybe it's something that Penny's doing on her own, is maybe actually breaking the curse, or maybe the friends on the other side are just saying, okay, your debt is repaid with all the suffering that your grandson is taking. So that's my theory, that Oscar Proud and therefore Penny Proud are the grandson and great-granddaughter of Dr. Facilier, and seeing that the Proud family takes place in California and the Prince and the Frog takes place in New Orleans, I'm assuming that maybe one of his descendants as a sneak baby may have been in California maybe for some of his dealings, or maybe the mama moved out there somewhere where nobody would know her name, as it was commonly known to do, and have her baby there, maybe stay with a relative, because at the time, being an unmarried woman with a child was usually public scorn. But that's all we have for you guys. Let me know in the comments what you think. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.